Everyone, myself Dr. Rani Kommidi, working as a contract lecturer in Government Degree and PG College, Siddipeta, Department of Botany. Today we are discussing about the DNA structure and types of DNA, function of DNA. So, DNA structure and function. DNA is a nucleic acid. It was discovered in 1871 by a Swiss biochemist, Friedrich Miescher. He isolated nuclear material from the pus cells and called it nuclein. Later on, it was called nucleic acid due to its acidic nature. So, the DNA chemistry of nucleic acids were accomplished in 1924 when Fulgen developed a staining technique which confirmed that chromosomes contain deoxyribose form of nucleic acid. Generally, nucleic acids are of great biological importance and all living organisms. The history of nucleic acids DNA in 1869 Miescher discovered nuclein DNA in the cells from pus and later he separated it into a protein and an acid molecule. It came to known as nucleic acid after 1874. In 1926, Levene proposed tetranucleotide theory, which states that nucleic acid consists of only 4 nitrate salts. It gives 4 different nucleotides on hydrolysis. Generally, the Rosald, Franklin and X-ray crystallography to help visualize the structure of DNA. Nucleic acids are of great biological importance and all living organisms contain them in the form of DNA and RNA. But some viruses contain only DNA and others have only RNA. So the first time James D. Watson and Francis Crick, co-originators of the double helix model. Double helix model first time invented by J.D. Watson and Crick, Francis Crick. These two members are very J.D. Watson and F.H.C. Crick proposed the structure of DNA, that is double helix model of DNA in 1953, and for that they were awarded by Nobel Prize in 1962. Generally, the introduction of DNA or nucleic acids. Nucleic acids consist of 5 carbon sugars, ribose or deoxyribose, nitrogenous bases and phosphoric acid. On hydrolysis, nucleic acids are decomposed into nucleotides. Generally, it contained a phosphorus in the form of phosphate and it contained deoxyribonucleic acids. It is a molecule that encodes the genetic instructions. Most DNA molecules are double-stranded helixes. So, it made of simple units called nucleotides. Each nucleotide is composed of a nucleobase recorded using the letters of G, A, T and C, guanine, adenine, thymine and cytosine. DNA is well suited for biological information stage. So, the nucleic acids consist of 5 carbon sugars, that is the ribose sugar or deoxyribose sugar, and nitrogenous bases. Nitrogenous bases means purines and pyrimidines, and phosphoric acid. So, in this connection, the hydrolysis nucleic acids are decomposed into nucleotides. Each nucleotide is the monomeric unit of the nucleic acid. Macromolecule and consists of a 5 carbon sugar, a phosphate group and a purine or pyrimidine base. A nucleoside is made up of a nitrogenous base. It attached to a pentose sugar molecule. Thus, a nucleic acid molecule is a linear polymer in which the monomers, that is nucleotides, the monomers are linked together by means of phosphodiester bonds. The bonds like the 3' carbon in the pentose of one nucleotide to the 5' carbon in the pentose of adjacent nucleotide. Thus, the backbone of a nucleic acid is made up of alternating phosphates and pentoses. The sugars of their backbone are attached by the nitrogen base. Various cell structures consist of a very large molecules termed macromolecules of polymers. It consists of a repeating units and which are linked together by covalent bonds. In living organisms, there are found 3 important polymers, that is nucleic acid, second one is the polysaccharides and third one is the proteins. So, in living organisms, the nucleic acids are found 3 important polymers. First one is the nucleic acids, second one is the polysaccharides and third one is proteins. Nucleic acids are formed due to the repetition of 4 different units, that's known as nucleotides. Nucleic acids are polynucleotides, can be broken up into their various components by hydrolysis. The nucleotides, beside functioning as component of nucleic acids, also store and transfer chemical energy. The universal genetic material of all life forms except generally the universal genetic material is the DNA or RNA except certain viruses which have RNA as a genetic material. Remaining all organisms containing the genetic material is DNA. The linear sequence of the 4 nucleotides in the DNA molecule is the ultimate source of genetic information, that is pentose sugars. They are of two types, ribose and deoxyribose. Ribose sugar is found in RNA only, ribonucleic acid only, and deoxyribose sugar is found in DNA only. The genetic material which have the genetic material is DNA, that is deoxyribose. So the only difference between them is, and only difference between the RNA and DNA, that there is found one less oxygen atom in deoxyribose sugar. Only one oxygen atom is the less than the RNA in deoxyribose. So a 4-letter alphabets in this slide we can including in the G, A, T and C. That is a 4-letter alphabets, that is the G, A, T and C. The codes for the primary structure, the number and sequence of the 20 amino acids of all proteins. GATC means these are the nitrogen base pairs. These codes for the primary structure of the DNA. In these 4 codes, 4 alphabets, the number and sequence of the 20 amino acids of all proteins. So, the DNA extracted from various organisms shows that AT, adenine and thymine, and GC, guanine and cytosine. So, these 2 ratios are very approximate unity by the cross ratios of the Ag and Tc. It's vary considerably. Generally, the DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. The term DNA was given by Zaccharis. First time DNA term used by the Zaccharis, famous scientist. DNA is biopolymer. It consists of nucleotides as monomeric units. So, DNA is double helical structure in eukaryotic and prokaryotic. DNA structure is look like a double helical model, double helix model. So, the structure found in eukaryotics and as well as the prokaryotics. But in viruses, some of the viruses, it may be double stranded or single stranded and presented as monopartyl of the multipartyl. So, one or two viruses, very less number of viruses may be double stranded or single stranded DNA also containing that virus genetic material. In eukaryotes, DNA is presented in nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane. So, in eukaryotic organisms, the DNA is presented in nucleus. It's surrounded by nuclear membrane. In prokaryotic organisms, DNA is presented in nucleoid region of the cytoplasm without nuclear membrane. So, difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic, it's without nuclear membrane. The DNA is presented in only nuclear region of the cytoplasm only. But in eukaryotes, DNA is presented in nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane. Some of the viruses. So, in viruses, DNA is presented in the core of virus. It's surrounded by protein layer. So, that's why the protein layer is called as capsid. So, the DNA is found in three type of organisms: prokaryotes, eukaryotes and viruses. Eukaryotes, it's containing the DNA in nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane. In prokaryotics, DNA having that only nuclear region of the cytoplasm, it without nuclear membrane. But in viruses, DNA is presented in the core of virus. It's surrounded by the protein layer. So, that protein layer is called as the capsid also. Generally, its DNA is localized mainly in the nucleus as part of the chromosomes. However, according to recent work, DNA is also found in mitochondria, chloroplast and possibly in other self-reproducing cell organelles. DNA is a polymer, the monomers of which are deoxyribonucleoside monophosphates. Most of the DNA have high molecular weight varying from the 10 to the power of 6 to the 10 to the power of 9 or more of the number. So, that's why the DNA, it is a polymer, the monomer of the which are deoxyribonucleoside monophosphates. That is the DNA characteristics. And what is DNA? Next, what is DNA? We are discussing about the DNA structure and functions and types. So, basically, what is DNA? DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid is the hereditary material. It is a hereditary material in humans and almost all other organisms. Nearly every cell in a person's body has the same DNA. So, DNA is it is a deoxyribonucleic acid. It is the hereditary material in humans and almost all other organisms. Nearly every cell in a person's body has the same DNA. So the DNA, it is where it is located. Next, where it is located. Most DNA is located in the cell nucleus. So earlier we can said that already, the DNA is located in the cell nucleus, where it is called nuclear DNA. DNA is located in the nucleus, it is called as the nuclear DNA. But a small amount of DNA can also be found in the mitochondria. So that is where it is called mitochondrial DNA or empty DNA. And structure of the DNA. So the structure of the DNA on the basis of the X-ray diffraction. On the basis of the X-ray diffraction, data in 1953, Wilkins and Franklin, Watson and Crick. Who's they? Watson and Crick proposed a model for DNA structure. So, which is called double helix model of DNA. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. The structure, molecular structure of DNA, it is first in 1953, Franklin, Watson and Crick proposed a model for DNA structure. It is called double helix model of DNA. On the basis of this model, DNA is made up of two twisted polynucleotide chains. It is made up of two twisted polynucleotide chains which make a double helix around the same central axis. So, the two polynucleotide chains are complementary. Two polynucleotide chains are arranged complementary. The two strands, each polynucleotide is a one strand, so that's why two polynucleotides, it's commonly known as the two strands of the double helix run in opposite direction. So DNA has three main components. First one is the deoxyribose, that is a pentose sugar, and second one is the nitrogen base, that is there are four different bases: adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. And third one is the phosphate. This is the phosphate is attached to the nitrogen base pairs in the bonds of the phosphodiester bonds. That's why DNA has three main components: deoxyribose, base pair, and phosphate. So in these three, generally the direction, the between the two strands are anti-parallel. Generally the two strands, polynucleotide chains, the two strands of the double helix run of the opposite directions are held together by H bonds, hydrogen bonds. Between base pairs, the two strands are anti-parallel. So the width of helix is 34 angstroms. Generally, pitch of the helix, total double helix DNA, pitch of the helix is 34 angstroms. So one complete run occurring at every 34 angstroms, every 10 nucleotide units. They are arranged, the line is 34 angstroms of the every 10 nucleotide units. So the distance between base pairs is 3.4 angstroms. Generally the bases, they are divided into two groups. The first one is the pyrimidines and second one is the purines. Totally the two strands, the two polynucleotides are containing the bases. the bases are divided into two groups, pyrimidine group and purine group. Pyrimidines are the generally made of 1,6 membrane ring. Generally pyrimidines containing that polynucleotide chain made of 1,6 membrane ring. The pyrimidines are thiamine and cytosines. What are the pyrimidines? Pyrimidines are the thiamine among the four alphabets, that is adenine, guanine, thiamine and cytosine. In these four, thiamine and cytosine are the pyrimidines. They are made of 1,6 member ring. And second one is the purine. So purines are the made of a 6-member ring fused to a 5-member ring. That is purines are the adenine and guanine. So the rings are not only made of carbon, specific formulas and structures are not required for the chain. So in this, generally the base pairs, purines and pyrimidines are the two types. They are divided into two groups. In this, pyrimidines differ from purines. Pyrimidines contain a single heterocyclic ring, whereas purines containing two fused rings. So Watson and Crick and Wilkins were awarded the Nobel Prize for constructing and explaining the DNA model, where one chain has a region which goes A, G, C, G. Then corresponding region of the complementary chain will go, that is T, C, G, C. This relationship is called the complementary. So that's why the bases, pyrimidines and purines, these are associated with the one polynucleotide chain. They are arranged in a complementary. The purine and pyrimidines relationship is called the complementary relationship. So one chain has a region. They are adenine, guanine, cytosine and guanine. Then corresponding region of the complementary chain is adenine is complementary is the thiamine. Guanine complementary is that cytosine. Cytosine to complementary is the guanine. Guanine complementary to the cytosine. So this relationship is called the complementary. In this, thiamine is a part of DNA nitrogenous base. In the DNA structure, the thiamine is a part of DNA nitrogenous base. One-ringed pyrimidine, while thymidine is compound formed by thiamine and deoxyribose, that is the pentose sugar. In some viruses, the pi into 174 virus, it is a single stranded DNA has been observed. Only rare number of viruses, only less number of viruses containing the genetic material is pi into 174, that is the virus. It's having that single stranded DNA. The genetic material observed in that virus, pi into 174 virus containing that only single stranded DNA. In such DNA, complementary bases are not found in equimolar amount. So it's having the single stranded DNA. That's why the complementary bases are not found in that cases. So viral DNA like those, generally viral DNA like those of other prokaryotic organisms appears as a circle when it is not actively infecting. So Schiff's reagent is very commonly used to locate DNA in that type of the cells. That is the bases. Purines and pyrimidines, they are arranged the relationship with that complementary relationship. And in DNA polynucleotide chains, the purines and pyrimidines, these two are arranged in a 1:1 ratio. That is the Chargaff rule. Only DNA structure having that Chargaff rule. Number of pyrimidines and number of purines. These two are participating in equivalently. So the ratio also, purines and pyrimidines ratio is the 1:1 ratio. That is called as the Chargaff rule. So the pyrimidine bases, that is cytosine and thymine. These are the pyrimidines. The six stones, 4 carbon, 2 nitrogen are numbered 1,6 like purines. All pyrimidines ring atoms lie in this same planet. So in the structure of C and T, C means cytosine and T means thymine. You can see the structure in this slide. Thymine and cytosine structures are very equally to known, but the fourth carbon, 4 carbon is containing that oxygen. In this, the carbon, fourth carbon having that ammonium. This is slight different between the cytosine and thymine. This is the pyrimidines. Next we will go to the purine bases. So in this, adenine and guanine. Purines means adenine and guanine are the purines. Purines are the larger of the two types of bases found in DNA structure I show before. So in this below, generally first one is the adenine and second one is the guanine. So in the C6 carbon, first C6 carbon having that NH3 atom, and in this C6 having that oxygen. So the 9 atoms that make up the fused rings, 5 carbon and 4 nitrogen, are numbered 1 to 9. All rings atoms lie in the same plane. The difference between the C6 carbon containing that adenine and guanine. So adenine in C6 carbon having that NH4 nitrogen, and in the cytosine C6 carbon having that oxygen. This is the purine basis. So the deoxyribose sugar. What is deoxyribose sugar? The deoxyribose sugar of the DNA backbone has 5 carbons and 3 oxygens. This is the deoxyribose sugar. The generally how many carbons and how many oxygens? In this, backbone has 5 carbons and 3 oxygens. The carbon atoms are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to distinguish from the numbering of the atoms of the purine and pyrimidines rings. So the hydroxyl groups on the 5' and 3' carbons link to the phosphate groups to form the DNA backbone. So the deoxyribose lacks on hydroxyl groups at the 2' portion, generally 2' position when compared to the ribose, the sugar component of RNA. This is the deoxyribose sugar. So it is a very DNA is a very long thread like macromolecule made up of a large number of deoxyribonucleotides. So each made of a base, a sugar and a phosphate group. The bases of DNA molecules carry genetic information. So while their sugar and phosphate groups perform a structural role. There is no life without DNA and RNA is called the thread of life. Generally cellular, there is no life without DNA and RNA, that is called the thread of life. It is found in the cells as linear molecules of extremely high molecular weight. 4 different bases, the 2 purines means adenine and guanine, and the 2 pyrimidines means thymine and cytosine. These purines and pyrimidines are the basic building units of DNA. The combination of one of these bases with deoxyribose is called a nucleoside. What is nucleoside? The combination of the these bases with deoxyribose, that is called the nucleoside. That means nitrogen base pairs and phosphate group. That's two is called as the nucleoside. A phosphodiester of a nucleoside is called nucleotide. That is phosphate group, sugar and nitrogen base pairs. These three materials are called as the nucleotide. Each nucleotide is made up of three subunits. That is the phosphoric acid and pentose deoxyribose sugar and a purine base. So, or a pyrimidine base. Purine or pyrimidine base. These three components, three subunits is called as the nucleotide. In nucleotide, what are the three subunits? Phosphate group or phosphoric acid and pentose sugar and nitrogen base pairs, either purine base or pyrimidine base. So nitrogen base pairs, sugar and phosphate group. These three subunits are called as the nucleotide. Whereas nucleoside means only nitrogen base pairs and sugar. Without phosphate, that is called the nucleoside. With the phosphate, including the nucleoside added to the phosphate group, that is called the nucleotide. So the linear sequence of the four bases, they stores all the genetics information of a living organisms. A chemical study made by Chargaff shows that although the base composition of DNA may vary from species to species, but DNA contains equal proportion of the large purine bases and the small pyrimidines. That is, A plus G is equal to C plus T. That is the generally purines and pyrimidines all are arranged in a same ratio on the polynucleotide chain. Further, adenine and thymine are found in equimolecular proportions. They are generally adenine and thymine is having the two double hydrogen bonds only. Two hydrogen bonds are having in between the adenine and thymine. And are cytosine and guanine. These are the having that three double hydrogen bonds. Cytosine and guanine having that three double bonds, but the AT by GC ratio varies from species to species. So the molecular structure of DNA on the basis of that generally this deoxyribose sugar, the deoxyribose lacks an hydroxyl group at the 2 position when compared to ribose, the sugar component of the RNA. What is the difference between the pyrimidines and purines? So already we are discussed about that Chargaff rule and what is the nucleoside, nucleotide and different between the pyrimidines and purines. The pyrimidines are single ring compounds. That means 6-member compounds. Pyrimidines are a single ring components, but purines are the double ring components. That means the purines having that 9-member compounds. 9-member compounds are purines and 6-member compounds are the pyrimidines. Pyrimidines are the single ring compounds and purines are the double ring components. Pyrimidines are the 3 types. They are cytosine, thymine and uracil. But purines are the only 2 types. They are adenine and guanine. So the pyrimidines occupy less space in DNA structure. Pyrimidines they occupy the less space in the DNA structure, but purines occupy more space in DNA structure. The pyrimidines generally deoxyribose is linked at position 3' of pyrimidine, 3 of the pyrimidine. But purines deoxyribose is linked at position 9 of pyrimidine. This 3 carbon 3 of pyrimidine as linked with the deoxyribose sugar, but purines have that 9 of position, 9th position of the purine in deoxyribose sugar. This is the 3 or 4 difference between the pyrimidines and purines. So pyrimidines in 3 types, that is cytosine, thymine and uracil. But purines are the 2 types, adenine and guanine. These purines having more space, either DNA or RNA. But in pyrimidines, generally the thymine is having the two RNA and DNA. Only DNA having the pyrimidine is cytosine. Instead of cytosine in RNA, the uracil is the pyrimidine to the thymine. So that's why this is the 2 types. But only 2 is participating in our DNA, that is thymine and cytosine. Only 2 is participating in RNA, that is the thymine and uracil. This is the difference. What are the main functions of the DNA? Generally, the nucleotides are precursor of the nucleic acids. That is deoxyribose nucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. The nucleic acids are concerned with the storage and transfer of genetic information. The main function of the DNA is these are concerned with the storage and transfer of genetic information. And the universal currency of energy, that is namely ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It is a nucleotide derivative. So the DNA, generally the universal currency of energy, that is ATP, is a nucleotide derivative. Nucleotides are also components of important coenzymes like NAD+ and FAD, and metabolic regulators such as CAMP and CGMP. These are adenosine monophosphate, guanosine monophosphate. These 2 are also derivative of the genetic material of the DNA. So the DNA must be stable. What is the main function of the DNA is it is must stability. There are coding and non-coding regions found on DNA. So the genetic code, that is triplet genetic coding and non-coding regions found on DNA only. Coding region code for genes, that is the proteins. The protein synthesis purpose, the genetic coding region, that is for genes only. Non-coding regions can be either DNA junk or help regulate protein synthesis. So these are the main function of the DNA. These are precursor of the nucleic acid, deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. The nucleic acids are concerned with the storage and transfer of genetic information. The universal currency of energy, that is ATP, also it is derivative of the nucleotide. Nucleotides components of the important coenzymes, that is the NAD+ and FAD+, and metabolic regulators such as AMP and GMP. So these are all the main functions of the DNA. And what are the types of DNA? Generally the DNA, it is 3 types. DNA, it is a flexible dynamic molecule and can assume a variety of helical forms. So the variety of DNA forms are 3 types. First one is the aDNA, second one is the bDNA, and third one is the zDNA. Now we can see the aDNA. X-ray diffraction studies of dehydrated DNA fibers, it revealed a different form called aDNA that appears at humidity lower than 75%. So aDNA, it is one of the many possible double helical structure of DNA. It is most active along with other forms. So aDNA like bDNA is a right-handed double helix composed of anti-parallel strands held together by Watson-Crick base pairing. That's why it is double helical structure of DNA. It is most active along with other forms like bDNA. The helix, A helix is wider and shorter than the B helix. Helix has a left-handed sense, shorter, more compact helical structure. So it occurs only in dehydrated samples of DNA such as those used in crystallography experiment. That's why the several of the structural differences between the two types of helices arise from different puckerings of the ribose rings, ribose units. aDNA has C3 endo sugar units. It is the structure of that, it is C3 endo sugar units, while bDNA has C2 endo sugars. So the phosphate group in the A helix bind lesser water molecules than do phosphates in bDNA. Therefore dehydration favors the A form only. Generally the deep major groove and a shallow minor groove aDNA structure look like a similar to bDNA. It slightly increase in the number of BP or rotation and smaller turn. Deep major groove and a shallow minor groove. It favored conformation at low water concentrations in a solution with higher salt concentrations or with alcohol. Added the DNA structure may change to an A form which is still right-handed, but every 2 to 3 nanometer makes a turn and there are 11 base pairs per turn. Each turn having that 11 base pairs are turned towards the right-handed side. This is the aDNA structure. And next we will go to the bDNA. bDNA means the double helical structure of DNA model proposed by Watson and Crick. This is the original DNA, bDNA. It's look like a double helical structure of DNA model. It's proposed by Watson and Crick. So in this, the two polynucleotide chains run in opposite directions and coil around a common axis to form a right-handed double helix. It is most common DNA conformation and favored conformation at high water concentration. In this, the purine and pyrimidine. The purine and pyrimidines bases are on the inside of the helix, where the phosphate and deoxyribose units are on the outside. So in this bDNA, adenine is paired with thymine. Adenine is paired with the thymine and guanine paired with the cytosine. Its base pairs are reinforced by two precisely directed hydrogen bonds and guanine cytosine base pairs by 3 such bonds. So previously we will discuss about the bonds, which bonds are having the nitrogen base pairs in between the two: adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. In this, adenine is paired with thymine and guanine is paired with cytosine. In these base pairs, they are reinforced by two precisely directed hydrogen bonds. So and GC base pairs by 3 such hydrogen bonds. Interactions between stacked bases on the same strands stabilize the double helix. So the helix can be smoothly bent into an arch or it can be supercoiled with rather little change in local structure. Generally, another characteristics feature of BDNA helix is the presence of two kinds of grooves, that is major and minor groove. Major is 12 angstrom and minor is the 6 angstrom widely. They are arranged wide respectively. Which arise because the glycosidic bonds of a base pairs are not diametrically opposite each other. So, Watson and Crick model was based on X-ray diffraction patterns of DNA fibers. So, in this structure, the narrower, more elongated helix than aDNA. Wide major groove easily accessible to proteins and narrow minor groove. The base pairs nearly perpendicular to helix axis. One spiral is 3.4 nanometers or 34 angstroms. They are arranged the nitrogen base pairs. So distance between two hydrogen bonds is 0.34 nanometers or 3.4 angstroms. This is the each hydrogen bond. In this, generally we have adenine, thymine have the two hydrogen bonds only. But guanine, cytosine having the three hydrogen bonds. That's why the distance between the two hydrogen bonds, each hydrogen bonds distance may be 0.34 nanometers or 3.4 angstroms. We can calculate it between the two hydrogen bonds of the purines and pyrimidines. And third one is the ZDNA. So this was discovered by Alexander Rick and his co-workers, where they solved the structure of CG. This is the 6 nitrogen base pairs. According to them, this hexanucleotide forms a duplex of anti-parallel strands. It's held together by Watson-Crick base pairing. They expected. Generally, ZDNA is one of the many possible double helical structure of DNA. The helix has left-handed sense. That's why the Alexander Rick and his co-worker, they solved the structure of this ZDNA. It is hexanucleotide form of a duplex of anti-parallel strands. So this is left-handed sense. It is most active double helical structure. It can be formed in vivo given proper sequence and super helical tension, but function remains obscure. So in this ZDNA, the phosphate in the backbone were zigzagged. Therefore, they termed this new form ZDNA. Such zigzagged is a result of repeating units as a dinucleotide instead of a mononucleotide. So, further, ZDNA has only one deep helical groove. This is the generally types of DNA. So, you can see the structures. First one is the aDNA, second one is the bDNA. This is common DNA structure. And this third one is the Z form. So Z form is generally this is anti-parallel strands, left-handed form of the ZDNA. bDNA is right-handed. aDNA also right-handed to the, it is similar to the bDNA. So this is the types of DNA. Each polynucleotide having that 34 angstrom, 34 nanometers or 34 nanometers of the each polynucleotide contains. This is the types of DNA. and what is the comparison of bDNA and zDNA. So we can see the in slide characteristics bDNA and zDNA. The coiling is the generally the movement coiling of the polynucleotide chain is in bDNA that is right handed. In zDNA it is left handed. The pitch of DNA is 34 angstroms of the bDNA, 45 angstroms of the zDNA. Base pairs of the pitch in bDNA is 10.4, in zDNA is that 12.4. In diameter of the bDNA is minus 20 angstroms, in zDNA is that 18 angstroms. So rise per base pairs generally 3.4 angstroms in bDNA, 3.7 angstroms in zDNA. And sugar phosphate backbone in bDNA it is regular mode, in zDNA it is the zigzag mode. This is the sum of the difference between the bDNA and zDNA. So next we can go to the conclusion of the DNA. So the secondary structure of DNA is important in many events in cellular life replications. It generally the secondary structure of DNA is important in many events in cellular life, that is replication, transcription and regulation of expression of many genes. It depends on local differences or changes in DNA structure. Recombination, which leads to rearrangement of genes, it takes advantages of the ability to form an unusual structure called a holiday structure. So also different kinds of mutations occur as a result of specific DNA structure. This is the conclusion of the DNA. So this very important topic of the in generally DNA structure, DNA types and what are the functions of the DNA. It's very important to the UG level. Thank you, Ananda.